resorts here in Yellowstone. I'm delighted that all of you are here helping us celebrate this new sustainable store at the Mammouth Hot Springs Hotel. It's for future generations, Yellowstone gives an opportunity to purchase a memento of their visit, but to also offer an opportunity for them to become a bit more educated about climate change, a bit more aware of the effects of climate change, not only globally, but specifically how it's working or how it's affecting Yellowstone itself. We're delighted to have worked with the National Park Service in this endeavor. We think it will be a terrific opportunity for our visitors the rest of this winter season and this coming summer. So there was a tremendous amount of work, as I said, in putting this together, but I want to acknowledge a couple of different individuals tonight on our team, a couple of the directors who principally made this happen. First and foremost, our Environmental Affairs Director here in Yellowstone, Beth Pratt. We owe you a tremendous amount. Thank you very much. These folks, along with members of our engineering maintenance crews who did the remodel, it's not just about the product, it's the finishes, it's the furnishings, it's the fixtures. The entire store is telling a story about sustainability, and we hope you, if you haven't taken an opportunity to spend some time in there and learn about what's not only in the store, but what the store is, please take some time to do so before you have to leave this area. It's my pleasure at this point in time to invite to the podium the President and CEO of the National Wildlife Federation, Mr. Larry Schweiger. Come up, Larry.
It's a real treat for me to be, first of all, here in Yellowstone. It's one of my favorite places on earth. And also to be here with such great folks who are making a huge difference in the way that, not only in the way that they present this store, but also in the way they operate the store. And I think this store, if you walk around and look at the way it's presented, the way it's interpreting the natural world, it's doing just a great job. So I want to commend Jim and Chris and also Beth for her leadership and the entire staff, as well as the Park Service for allowing and facilitating making this happen. Xanterra has demonstrated its commitment to a better future, and we're very pleased. I'm pleased tonight to be able to say a few words in endorsing the great work that they're doing here at this park.
Next, it's my privilege to introduce to all of you our Corporate Vice President of Environmental Affairs, Chris Lane. Chris.
Thank you guys for having me. A little corporate perspective from Xanterra. This store, what it really represents, I mean, the seed that's really being planted here is what Walmart and what Tesco, European grocery store chain, are trying to do, and that is educate guests, educate customers to make the right choice, to do what I hope we really can do is put the bad guys out of business. And I think this store really represents who Xanterra is and what Xanterra believes in. And when Beth and I brought this, it was Beth's idea. When we brought this idea to our CEO about a year ago, he was all over it. He thought it was the best idea ever. And Beth, thank you for making it happen, and Eric and your whole team. So thank you.
You know, what I believe this represents is it's a pretty small step when you think of all the overwhelming problems we have with the climate change issues, but I do think it's an important step. And like some of the speakers have said, I hope you'll check out the store. I'm going to just tell you a little bit how it came about, and so that you can explore it on your own. But I really appreciate everybody coming here to celebrate this, because I think we get overwhelmed with the bad news about climate change, and it's easy to get bogged down in that. But this, to me, represents a small solution in what we can do to help protect life here on Earth from the impacts of climate change. So, in fact, all the vendors, raise your hand. Some of them are in the vendor fair. Please explore their products. Anvil t-shirts, they're doing just great work, and some of their items just have some really great sustainable stories to tell. But the last piece really was the educational piece, and you'll see the stories of what's happening with climate change. But the most important thing, and this is what Chris alluded to, that a lot of companies are trying to get there, but I think this is the transparency that is, to me, unprecedented in the retail environment, is we developed the sustainability key, where you as a consumer can see what is actually sustainable about all these products. Here's the key. Where there were existing definitions, we use them, such as organic. The USDA has a pretty straightforward definition. Made in the USA, the federal FTC has a pretty standard definition. For some of these others, we had to develop some, such as socially responsible practices. We came up with some criteria the company had to meet. We sent out surveys to all our vendors. They were pretty extensive. They sent them back, had to sign and date and say that everything was the truth. I actually reviewed them. We don't have all the scorecards yet, but we have a goal by spring to have them all done. And then we came up with the scorecards. So you as a consumer, you go in, and whatever's important to you, because to me, organic may be more important, but to someone else, made in the USA may be more important. So based on your value system, you can see what values are more important to you. It's up front. This also lists something that we found when we tested this. It was very important to people. Where does the product come from? Because on typical products these days, it's hard to find that out. It's now right on the scorecard. So you know if your product was made in Wyoming or China. And not just made, but where was it designed and where was it assembled? And then what we did was rate the product and the company. This isn't just a product rating. So both the company's performance and sustainability and the product's performance was factored into this environmental impact rating. So you could have a pretty sustainable product, but if their company's not doing much, it may not score as well. And vice versa. You can have a product that's not sustainable, but if the company's doing a lot, they might score higher. So this really allows you as a consumer to lay it all out and see the implications of your choice. And this, to me, I hope, will become the model everywhere. Because this really is what should be factored into all your buying decisions, and we make it easy. To me, this is an excellent test in consumer psychology. I'm really looking forward to seeing, before, if you had a $10.95 mug and a $5.95 mug, most people went for the cheaper one. But now you're going to be confronted with the implications of your choice. So we're really looking forward to seeing how that happens.
You counting that?
All right, 4.